For months, this voice spoke for me. But some stories are too personal to hide behind a machine. So it's time.
Hey, it's me. And today, I want to tell you some things I've been hiding for years. I hate my family. And trust me, I know how terrible that sounds. Because family is supposed to be everything, right? They're supposed to understand you. They're supposed to support you. They're supposed to be home. But for me, home never felt peaceful. And as I got older, things only became heavier. Life kept pushing me. Problems, money, fear, failure. And when everything felt too much, guess who I became angry at? The people closest to me. And maybe that's what made me hate them even more. Because deep down, I didn't just feel misunderstood. I felt alone, and I felt that way for a very long time. Even before life became complicated, even before money became a problem, even before I started worrying about the future. There was always something inside me that felt different. Something that made me believe I was fighting this life alone. And as the years went by, that feeling only became stronger. Everyone around me seemed to have a normal life, while I was constantly trapped inside my own mind. And little by little, I started blaming the people closest to me. And the strange thing is, they weren't always doing something wrong. Sometimes they were just being themselves. But when you're exhausted, even normal things felt unbearable. A simple question can feel like pressure. A small comment can feel like an attack. And a normal conversation can turn into frustration inside your head. That's what happened to me. The more pressure life put on me, the more angry I became. And eventually, I started seeing enemies everywhere, even in the people who cared about me. And that's when the hate started growing, quietly, slowly, almost invisibly. Until one day, I couldn't recognize myself anymore. And maybe you felt this too. Maybe you're watching this right now and you're tired of everyone around you. Maybe you're tired of your family. Maybe you're tired of pretending that everything is okay. Maybe you're smiling in front of people, but fighting a war inside your head. And if that's you, then I know exactly how that felt. Because there were days when I woke up angry. Not because someone hurt me that day, but because I was carrying years of frustration, years of fear, years of disappointment, years of feeling completely alone. And eventually, that pain needed somewhere to go. So it turned into anger, and that anger turned into hate, and the people closest to me became the target. The scary part wasn't the anger, the scary part was getting used to it. One day you get angry, then the next day, and then the day after that, until anger starts feeling normal. And that's when things become dangerous, because you stop questioning it. You stop asking why you're angry. You simply become an angry person. And that's exactly what happened to me. I became someone I never wanted to be. Cold, distant, disconnected. Even when I was surrounded by people, have you ever felt that? Being completely alone, while standing in a room full of people. That's a different kind of pain. And the more alone I felt, the more I hated everyone around me. But there was always one thing that never made sense to me. If I hated them so much, then why did I still care? Why did I worry when some things happened to me? Why did I feel guilty after every argument? Why did I keep checking if they were okay? They doesn't sound like hate, does it? And that's what confused me for years. Because I was angry, very angry. But maybe anger and hate aren't the same things. Maybe I've been calling it hate all these years because I didn't know what else to call it. And maybe that's the real problem. Sometimes we call pain hate, and I think that's exactly what I did. And that's when I started asking myself a different question. What if my family wasn't the things I hated? What if it was something bigger? Because when I look back at my life, I realized something. I wasn't angry only at them. I was angry at life. I was angry at the way things turned out. I was angry at how lost I felt. I was angry at the person I was becoming. And maybe you felt this too. Maybe you're not angry at people. Maybe you're angry at the life you're living. And because life is too big to fight, you need up fighting the people around you inside it. That's exactly what happened to me. I confused my pain with hate. And once I understood that, everything started to change. But understanding sometimes doesn't magically fix it. I wish it did. I wish one realization could heal years of pain. But life doesn't work like that. The next morning, I was still me. I still had fears. I still had doubts. I still had bad days. And I still got angry sometimes. The difference was, now I know where that anger came from. And when you know where something came from, you stop being afraid of it. You stop letting it control you. And little by little, you start taking your life back. Not in one day, not in 1 week, but one decision at a time. One step at a time. And that's when I realized something else. Maybe the people around me weren't the enemy after all. And after all these years, I finally understood some things. I wasn't fighting my family. I was fighting myself. I was fighting fear. I was fighting disappointment. I was fighting the future I was afraid of. And somewhere along the way, I blamed the people closest to me. Not because they were perfect. They weren't. No families. But they weren't the monster I created in my head either. And maybe that's the hardest truth to accept. Sometimes the war isn't outside. Sometimes it's inside us. And until we face it, we'll keep blaming everyone else. So no, I didn't hate my family. I never really did. I was just carrying more pain than I know how to handle. And maybe, if you're watching this, you are too. Take care of yourself. The battle is hard enough already. Don't fight it alone.